NFL owners are more often than not among the wealthiest billionaires on the planet. These 10 folks are the richest of them all. American football is governed by the National Football League and consists of 32 teams. There are 16 teams in the National Football Conference and 16 teams in the American Football Conference. The NFC and AFC compete within their conference until only one team is left from each. Those two teams then compete in the Super Bowl. The NFL has some of the richest owners, with the majority being billionaires. NFL players are also remarkably wealthy, as the game of football is loved throughout the States and worldwide, and the best players garner big salaries. For the rest of the world, football refers to soccer, but in America it is a whole different game with its own set of rules. The 10 richest NFL owners. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel Wealth Xtreme for more awesome top 10s, and make sure to hit the notification bell so that you know when we publish a new video. Number 10. Janice McNair, $4 billion. Janice McNair took over the Houston Texans after the death of her husband Robert last year. The two also started the Robert and Janice McNair Foundation. Robert started as an ad salesman and entrepreneur. He founded his own energy company and plant operation, Cogen Technologies, in 1984. In 1999, he sold it to Enron for a whopping $1.5 billion and paid the NFL $700 million for a football expansion franchise in Houston, Texas, which eventually became the Houston Texans. Robert, who had filed for bankruptcy 2 years before then, now leaves a legacy worth $3.1 billion. His wife, who inherited his wealth after his death, currently has a net worth of $4 billion. Number 9. Stephen Bisciotti, $4.6 billion. Stephen Bisciotti is a 59-year-old businessman and entrepreneur who is the owner of the Baltimore Ravens. At just 23, a young Stephen co-founded a staffing company with his cousin in Annapolis, Maryland. Today, that company is Allegis Group, the largest private staffing firm in the country. Stephen bought the Ravens for $600 million in 2004 after becoming a minority owner 4 years earlier. The Ravens have won 2 Super Bowl championships, one under him. Stephen Bisciotti currently has a net worth of $4.6 billion. Bisciotti enjoyed playing different sports in his youth that may have influenced his decision to purchase the Ravens. In at number 8, Arthur Blank, $5.3 billion. Arthur Blank is a 77-year-old American businessman. He is the owner of the Atlanta Falcons. Arthur is also the co-founder of the Home Depot, a home improvement warehouse store. He bought the NFL club in 2002 from Taylor Smith. He also purchased Georgia Force, which is an arena football team, in 2004. Blank is the recipient of numerous awards, including the 2011 Freeing Voices, Changing Lives Award from the American Institute for Stuttering and an induction into the Junior Achievement U.S. Business Hall of Fame, class of 2006. The Atlanta Falcons won him the 2016 NFC Championship. Arthur Blank currently has a net worth of $5.3 billion. And at number 7, Terry Pegula, $5.7 billion. Terry Pegula is a 68-year-old American businessman. He holds business interests in entertainment and professional sports, real estate, and natural gas development. He is the owner of the Buffalo Bills of the NFL and the Buffalo Sabres of the National Hockey League. Terry made his fortune from the natural gas business. He used some of his East Resources assets to build a portfolio of sports properties for his teams in the NHL and the NFL. The business mogul currently has a net worth of $5.7 billion. Number 6. Robert Kraft, $6.6 billion. Robert Kraft is a 78-year-old American businessman. He is the owner of the New England Patriots. He bought the NFL club for $175 million in 1994. Kraft is also the chairman and CEO of the Kraft Group. Robert started his career working for his father-in-law before founding his own company, International Forest Products. The businessman later bought out his father-in-law and combined the two companies. The Patriots have won 6 championships in the past 2 decades and are currently worth $3.7 billion. Robert Kraft currently has a net worth of $6.6 billion. Number 5. Stephen Ross, $7.6 billion. Stephen Ross is a 79-year-old American real estate developer and philanthropist. He is the owner of the Miami Dolphins. Ross is known for his passion for education, as seen by his massive investment in the educational sector. He is a major benefactor of the University of Michigan, his alma mater. He has contributed a total of $378 million to the university and is recorded as the largest donor in the university's history. He began his career as a tax attorney in Detroit. He moved to New York in 1968 to work at Laird Inc. The businessman currently has a net worth of $7.6 billion. And at number 4, Shahid Khan, $8.5 billion. Shahid Khan is a 69-year-old Pakistani-American businessman. Khan bought the Jacksonville Jaguars for $760 million in 2011, becoming the NFL's first ethnic minority owner. A native of Pakistan, Khan moved to the United States as a teenager. He attended the University of Illinois, working as a dishwasher to help cover his tuition costs. He worked at the manufacturing company Flex & Gate as an engineer before leaving the company. Khan is now the CEO and owner of Flex & Gate, which he bought in 1980. The company generates roughly $7.5 billion in annual revenue. Khan currently has a net worth of $8.6 billion. He is a story of true rags to riches. Number 3. Jerry Jones, $8.6 billion. Jerry Jones is an American businessman who was born in Los Angeles, California. The 77-year-old has been the owner of the Dallas Cowboys since 1989. He bought the club for $140 million. The Dallas Cowboys have won 5 out of their 8 Super Bowl appearances in a total of 60 seasons. An interesting fact to note is that Jerry is one of 9 NFL club owners whose birthdays occur during this season. The American billionaire currently has a net worth of $8.5 billion, a far cry from when he borrowed $1 million from Jimmy Hoffa's Teamsters Union to open several Shakey's Pizzas parlors in Missouri. At number 2, Stan Kroenke, $9.7 billion. Stan Kroenke is a 72-year-old American businessman and entrepreneur. He owns Kroenke Sports and Entertainment, the holding company of the British soccer team Arsenal. He is the owner of the Los Angeles Rams. Stan is involved in numerous other businesses and profitable ventures. In 1983, he founded the Kroenke Group. He is the chairman of THF Realty. In 2006, he partnered with Charles Banks and acquired the Screaming Eagle Winery in Napa, California, though he has announced he is no longer in business with the winery. Stan Kroenke currently has a net worth of $9.7 billion. And at number 1, David Tepper, $12 billion. David Tepper is a 62-year-old American businessman and philanthropist. He's the owner of the Carolina Panthers. After he got his MBA in 1982, he was given a position at Republic Steel in Ohio in the Treasury Department. Tepper is known for his philanthropic deeds, and in 2012, his $2.2 billion paycheck was ranked the highest for a hedge fund manager by institutional investors Alpha. David Tepper currently has a net worth of $12 billion. Tepper also worked for Goldman Sachs, but quit after he was passed over for a promotion in 1993. Today, he was worth over 18% of the company's net worth. And there you have the 10 richest NFL owners. Did you like what you saw? Let us know in the comments down below. Share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel Wealth Xtreme for more fantastic top 10 lists. See you next time!